Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Reynolds, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast episode. Boy, goddamn, I don't know. When Sims is here, Daniel, I just say random numbers, and he just nods his head because he has no idea either. I don't even think Sims can count to as high as we are right now in the episode numbers.
No, I mean he can barely count to 10. That's how many fingers he's got.
Well, remember he lost that middle finger in a coal mining accident. He works in a coal mine. 6 kids. It's crazy. 7 kids actually. It's nuts. 8 kids.
Where'd that 7?
A lot of kids.
Where'd 7 and 8 come from?
9 whole kids for Steven Sims. It's nuts over there in Britain. They're just popping out kids left and right. He's got 10 of them. 156.
What's 156?
Oh no, fucking shit. We're at 256.
No, it's 254.
254. Okay.
Yeah. What number?
I think I was like 102 off or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, everyone. It should be a great episode. We're gonna go over, what are we doing? Game Awards stuff. We're gonna go over the entirety of the Game Awards show. That should be fun. Good show. A lot of shit to talk about. A lot of other news too. News popping up left and right today, Daniel. Or not today, but over the last week. A lot of video game news. So
it's at the end of the year. Get it out now.
Get it all out now. I'm surprised there's not more layoffs. Let's lay off the other half of the industry while we're at it. That way, AI can just make all our games. That'll be fun.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well at this point. Daniel, how you doing? We're on the show last week. Doing well. Yep. That's good. Did you see the Superman trailer?
I saw that it existed.
You saw that it existed. Okay. You didn't watch it though. You didn't bother to click on it. Yeah. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about James Gunn making a Superman movie. It's he does not fit that for me in my mind. Now I think he could make a very good Superman movie and it could be very fun and weird. But like, you think Superman? I would have picked someone like a bit more buttoned up than James Gunn. James Gunn. He's very James Gunn. He's very colorful. Has a very distinct style.
I think they're trying to show a different side of Superman.
Yeah.
Like people think Superman's way too boring when I don't think he is.
And maybe that's the problem, right? Is like I say it all the time. I'm almost 30 years old. I'll be 30 years old in a month, and I have never experienced a good Superman product in my life, in my entire life. Can almost not say that about any other superhero, major superhero at least.
Yeah. So I think.
And granted, I'm not reading comics because I'm not a fucking nerd. So. Just like cartoons, live action, all that shit. I've never seen a good Superman thing.
There's good like animated stuff with Superman.
I'm sure there is, but like I don't know, apparently not good enough. So I don't know. James Gunn, it's in your hands at this point.
Yeah, I think this being James Gunn, his like first movie in his new DC, is going to be interesting. Starting with Superman, it just makes sense. Like I don't really know who else you'd really want to start with other than Superman. I guess you could do Batman, but there's a lot of Batman. We get Batman all the time. So
I hope they hold off on Batman for a while.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the Batman going and that's not being in this new universe. Yeah. Let's wait on Batman for a long time, I'd say. Wait till that's over. Matt Reeves, the Batman, wait till that's over. I've been watching Creature Commandos, which is technically the first thing in this new DCU. Right, 4 episodes are out now. It's fantastic. I love it. So that's good. But apparently James Gunn is also retconning some stuff, and he's putting the Suicide Squad, so the newer Suicide Squad, into the DCU. So
because I was hearing that Peacemaker is going to be canon.
Peacemaker is too as well. Yeah. So it's like we've already gotten 2 things in this new universe. I don't know how he's gonna do it with Peacemaker because like I don't know if you saw Peacemaker, but like it does connect.
I saw it. Yeah,
it does connect to the Zack Snyder DCU.
That last scene's just not.
Yeah, I guess we're just saying that last scene's nothing. Okay, just ignore that. It was just a joke, guys. Okay,
because it was. I mean, that's all that last scene was.
Yeah, fair enough. It was just a joke. Yeah, I'm on board though with the new DCU. I hope it's good, man. I hope everything's
I like that you get
great with it.
The 2 leads are just really kind of not known super well.
Yeah,
I know they've done stuff, but they're not like big names. That's perfect. That's what you want. Some new blood.
For sure. All right. Well, DCU, look forward to you. Video game's going to be in the DCU, so that'll be fun when we get our first one of those.
You think he's going to come back and write video games?
That'd be fun. That'd be really fun if he did one. Yeah. What do you do? Lollipop Chainsaw.
Lollipop Chainsaw. Yeah.
But that remake came out. I should check out that remake at some point.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that came out in like September. Yeah, that'd be interesting if he made that. I wonder if they'll try to squeeze that Wonder Woman game into this somehow.
Oh, that's a great question.
I don't know. That's tough because like Wonder Woman's a pretty big hero, and I don't know if you want her first introduction in this new universe to be through the video game.
What if the movie comes out quicker?
Yeah, good at this point, right? Like it was
Games
announced
take
what
forever.
4 fucking years ago. So
Yeah, games take forever.
maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. Be very interesting to see. Daniel, it's been another busy week in the world of video games.
Yeah, the busiest week.
Yeah,
The
it
Game
really
Awards.
was the busiest week. So the Game Awards happened last week, Thursday. It's a whole week ago already. Crazy. Time flies.
Yeah, it's wild.
We will go over all the announcements and whatnot that happened at the Game Awards. Daniel, what did you think of the show overall, though?
That's complicated. I think that's pretty much how I felt about every Game Awards in like recent memory, especially the ones that we've covered here on the show. Like some of the best announcements I think we've had at the Game Awards ever. But also the awards are just so nothing that it just makes me not like the show very much.
Yeah,
Because it ends up not being a celebration of, games. It's just Keeley just doing a second Summer Games Fest.
this year really did solidify, like, okay, this isn't really an award show. This is E3. That's what this is. This is an announcement show, and the awards are secondary. That's all the Game Awards are.
The fact that Independent Game again is not on the stage is a joke.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. They should have let the Blatcho guy on the stage.
They did it for the best debut, and they had like the people that represented him on the stage. But the fact that they didn't do it again as like independent,
yeah,
whatever. It's
just I get it though, because it is. I mean, it is true. Like there are award shows that just focus on the awards and no one watches them. And I'll be entirely honest, I won't watch them either. Like I'm not watching the fucking Dice Awards.
No.
I'm just not. They're just boring.
I want a balanced show.
I'd rather just read the recap. I would like a bit more focus on the nominees and then the winners. But I don't know if this is what Keeley wants to do. If he just wants to make it E3, then go for it. I'm here for it because I had a great time with the show. I thought it was a fantastic show.
The announcements were great. Yeah.
The announcements were great.
Too long.
Had a hype time. Yeah, it's a bit too long, but I don't know. I was thoroughly enjoying myself the entire time, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm having a good time here as long as you keep the hype announcements going consistently, which he did throughout the entire night. It's like I'm having a good fucking time here. So
it was definitely front heavy.
I don't know.
He did not pace as much. He could have paced it out a little bit more.
I think depending on who you're asking, because like Onimusha, Okami, all that came later, and then obviously Naughty Dog was at the very end. So it's like, yeah, I know what you mean. It was a little front heavy, but he does that every year. He clearly does that on purpose because that's when most people are watching. Is
most
right
people
in the beginning.
just tuned in.
Yeah. I still remember that one year where it was fucking 4 banner announcements in a row, and that was it.
Yeah,
right.
That
In
was
the
like 2
beginning.
years ago, I think.
Well, it was like that Wonder Woman game is Alan Wake and a bunch of other, like Judas too. And it was just like, oh yeah, this is fucking awesome. And then it just died completely after that. He clearly does it on purpose. He knows what he's doing there. But yeah, it was a little front heavy for sure.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show. I want more balance to the show, especially with it being as long as it is. Like
if it was 30 minutes longer and they let a few more people up on stage,
I'd probably like that more.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if it's even like with like the length, like it's already super long, but I want more celebration of these games.
Sure.
Personally.
All right. Cool. Let's get on the announcements then.
Yeah, it's a lot there.
Definitely. We'll start off on the pre-show then. First major thing that was really announced was the new Ninja Gaiden Ragebound game coming out sometime in summer 2025. I know me and you were just talking about this. It's made by what's the game called? You just said it.
Blasphemous.
It's apparently being made by the Blasphemous team, so that should be very exciting to people. And Ninja Gaiden's back in 2D form yet again, which is I think the first one in like I think I've seen like 30 years or whatever, which is crazy. Yeah. It's also just the first time in general Ninja Gaiden is coming back, right? So
yeah,
here you go. A lot of dormant franchises coming back during this whole show. It's a theme, you'll notice,
sure. It looks great. Like the visual design of the whole game is awesome. And that's definitely so now that I'm like looking through this, I clicked the link that you had here. So .emu is who's publishing the game in partnership with Koei. So I'm pretty sure that the Blasphemous guys are making this game.
It's a great team, right?
Yeah. Which looking at like, so their name is the Game Kitchen is their name. That's on that last picture.
Oh, okay.
So that makes sense to the visual style of this game. Like, have you seen Blasphemous in action in
Yeah.
game?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
looks
yeah.
so good. So these guys know how to make good looking games.
Cool. Something you're into then? Probably checking out this year, maybe.
Maybe I'm already so behind on games, and plus all these games that are coming out.
Okay. Well, we'll see who we are come summer 2025. Next game then was One Move Away, coming out in 2025 for Xbox, PS5, and Steam. This was the one that looked like a VR game, but wasn't a VR game.
Yeah,
It's you're pretty much packing up a car so you can move.
yeah.
I don't know.
Seems
I know.
cute.
I get it, but like I don't like these games where you're doing a
Sure.
job. I
Yeah.
realized that when I played Power Wash Simulator for like 10 minutes. I was like, someone fucking pay me to do this, and then I'll do this, not for free. Next one though was something you're probably very excited for: Slay the Spire 2, coming out in early access in 2025.
You know it, but I'm not gonna play the early access version. I'm waiting for the full release.
Wait till the
So
full release. Yeah.
it might come out by the end of the year, but they're probably gonna just do 2025 as the early access year and
Yeah.
come out early. I think that's what they did with Slay the Spire 1. I think 2018 was like its early access period, and it came out at the beginning of 2019. So they'll probably do the same thing. I'd say 2026 is probably that like early, like January, February 2026.
Cool.
So excited for this game. One of my favorite games of all time, Slay the Spire. And I'll say this: people like Balatro, go play Slay the Spire. It's a better game.
Damn. Get shit on Balatro.
Great, it's a great game, but not as good as Slay the Spire.
Next up, then, Dave the Diver getting some more DLC called In the Jungle, coming out late 2025. It's a bit weird because they've been having fun with their DLC a lot. Then they have like King Kong or whatever the fuck. Godzilla, that was it.
Yeah.
And like some other fun ones. This one's just in a jungle. It's like, all right, whatever.
It's more of traditional.
But yeah, people love this game, so more power to them. Next game then called Thick as Thieves, coming out for Xbox, PS5, PC sometime next year.
Yeah, I thought this was a weird one. It's like you're co-op, but you're
oh yeah, that was this
seemingly working against each other at the same time.
Isn't it I think it's 3 people are cops and one guy's the thief, something like that, or maybe 4 people are cops and one guy's the thief.
No,
they're like
they were
security
all
guards,
thieves,
right? They're all thieves. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, so this one it looked like you were all thieves trying to get this item, but you were helping each other. But then somebody else, it looks like one person only gets the item or something. I don't know.
You guys steal it from the thieves.
Yeah, like you could steal it from your co-op buddies. I don't know. It was an interesting game. I'm not too sure if it's going to be any good.
Next time was Shadow Labyrinth, which is a Pac-Man game. Coming out sometime in 2025. It's like a weird demented Pac-Man thing.
Yeah. I don't know about
they actually confirmed that this takes place after the secret episode of Pac-Man. And if you watch the secret episode, it kind of just sets this up, which is very weird. But
what?
So
I didn't even know that had a secret level.
Secret Level. Yeah, Secret Level is the new show on Amazon, and there's a Pac-Man episode that and this is pretty much the setup for that, or the Secret Level is the setup for this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about this game. I mean, I hope it's great.
It's a cool idea. I don't know, fucking around with Pac-Man a little bit. That's cool.
And when he gets like huge,
yeah,
and he like changes colors,
yeah,
it's very interesting.
Yeah, give me a 3D platforming Pac-Man. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'd play that. Next thing then is Tales of the Shire got a date for March 25th on Xbox, PS5, Switch, PC. Cozy little Lord of the Rings game. I think they're going for like a Animal Crossing type of thing.
I hope it's great. I love Lord of the Rings. Want more Lord of the Rings games, so I hope it's a good one.
I don't even remember this one. StarCraft Operations coming out sometime in 2025.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that was like more of an ad or what, but
no, it seemed like a kind of a Helldivers-y type of game, like killing stuff. I don't know. I wasn't that impressed by it.
Went after that market, huh?
Yeah.
Next thing then, I lost my spot. Where were we? We'll jump here because this one's very exciting. Slow Clap is making a new football game called Rematch coming out sometime in 2025. Daniel, Slow Clap, makers of Sifu, making a football game. You don't like this, huh? I think this I think this looks awesome.
It looks fun.
If you could give me a fun controlling football game like that doesn't take itself super seriously, like FIFA or something like that, and like, I don't know, I love this over the shoulder, like actually really having control of the ball like that type of thing. I don't know, I'm super into this game actually. Love the name too.
The name's, nice and snappy. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good game. It's just not what I want from Slow Clap. I want Sifu 2 or like some sort of Sifu-like game. I don't want this.
I like this. Have a little fun. Let's make a little football game here. Some action.
I think we get enough sports.
Plus, like, this could be big for them. Yeah, we do. But like, I don't know, a football game.
More arcadey.
Yeah, more arcadey football game. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not what I want from that team.
Sure.
I think that's my biggest holdup. It's like, I don't want Slow Clap making a football game. I want them making a combat game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. Then I think we get into the main show here, right?
They announced Solasta 2.
Oh yeah, there you go. Solasta 2. What is the first one? I don't even know.
It's like a Baldur's Gate type game.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's very like D&D focused, top-down RPG. Similar combat to Baldur's Gate.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like a cult hit, the first game. Because it was before Baldur's Gate 3. So like it was in between like Larian making games.
Mm-hmm.
So people were just looking for a new one, and then people like Solasta. Actually, my dungeon master that I play with, play D&D with, he loves Solasta, the first game. So he's a big Baldur's Gate 3 fan too. So he's probably really excited for this. But it's only early access for this coming year.
Then we get into the main show, and I think first award given out was best performance went to the Hellblade 2 girl. But like, funny enough, the presentation for that award was Troy Baker and Todd Howard, and then Harrison Ford comes out. The little Indiana Jones. I just wish they Troy Baker talked in his Indiana Jones thing to Harrison Ford. That's all I wanted.
It would have been funny,
but they didn't do it.
The award should have went to Brianna White. But
you think so? Yeah. I would have picked the Silent Hill 2 guy personally, but yeah, whatever.
Sure. Again, this is a thing that I keep coming back to. As much as I like Silent Hill 2, I don't really think a lot of that should have been nominated for things, because I guess it's new performance, maybe for performance, but I just think a lot of like Silent Hill 2 really should have been nominated for stuff, just like a remastered category. But that's
been Gotti instead of a fucking Erdtree, I'll tell you that.
I would rather have had that, yeah.
Then we get into the announcements, and first big announcement, then Witcher 4. We got a very lengthy CGI trailer here. It was like
that's kind of how Witcher 3
5 minutes long. Yeah, fucking.
If you remember that one,
I'm surprised they didn't cut it for Game Awards though, and then post like the full thing online. But yeah, whatever. I'm here for it.
I think the same thing happened though. Wasn't The Witcher 3 announced at an award show too?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Witcher 4, here we go. This one obviously been announced for forever ago, just because CD Projekt is
like 2 years ago.
So open with what they're making that they just kind of tell you straight up what they're making and how long it's going to take and how many years and blah, 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 blah. This one just entered full production in October, so interesting that we get our first trailer here. But here it is, Witcher 4. You're playing as Ciri, by the way, which the internet's just thrilled about, Daniel.
I mean, I am. I know Sloan's a little disappointed. I think I'm so excited for this. I love The Witcher 3. I love Ciri as a character, especially in the games. But what I think they're gonna do, and I'm just gonna kind of like take a Babe Ruth shot, is I'm guessing they're gonna flip roles. I'm guessing like, so you played like what 20% as Ciri in the original or Witcher 3. I'm guessing you're going to play as Geralt.
It depends how much of that game you play. It's much less than that if
if you don't beat the game.
Yeah, I know you typically mainline your stuff, so but like I would say like I played 5% of that game as Ciri.
Sure. But you know what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Like I think that you will not. There is no way that you will not be playing Geralt in any way. Like I think that at some point there will be missions as Geralt. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think Geralt's gonna take over the what's that guy's name? Yesemir, right? That Vesemir, yeah. That I think he'll take over that kind of role, that kind of mentor role that kind of mentor role to Ciri. I don't think you play as him. I don't. Why tease people like that? But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Still a ways out. They just entered full production, so we'll see when this game actually ends up coming out. We'll see when we get gameplay and all that. But yeah, get hyped, very excited, right? The Witcher 3, one of the best games, one of the best games of all time. CD Projekt Red. Yeah, those Cyberpunk came out very rocky at first, but it ended up
it's a fantastic game,
becoming great. So yeah, I mean, I can't wait for this. You know, it's a shame it's so far away still, but something to get excited for, right?
Yeah, something definitely to look forward to.
Yeah,
and it looks so good.
Yeah, love the trailer as well. Love the tone of it. So yeah, and I'm very excited to play Ciri. I think that was, dude. If you beat The Witcher 3, it's very obvious that you're gonna be Ciri in the next game. Like Geralt's retired. I didn't even play the Blood and Wine expansion, which apparently really closes the book on Geralt's chapter. So it's like I don't really understand what people are so upset about. It seems very clear
People just like Geralt.
If you played all of The Witcher 3, that you're gonna play Ciri in the next game.
I think people just like Geralt. So I think that's really why.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I see people arguing like this isn't how canon works, but it's like none of these games are fucking canon to the books.
Their games. They're not the books.
These games are glorified fan fiction. You know, I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Their own story.
Yeah, it is not attached to the actual lore of The Witcher at all.
Yeah, I think people just don't like women.
That's 100% what's going on here. People fucking suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, then we move on, and we got another big announcement right after that. The boys are back from Software coming out here with Elden Ring Night Rain, a standalone game coming out in 2025 for Xbox, PS4, and 5, and PC. Daniel, from Soft, they couldn't hold back, could they? They're like, we gotta put out another game.
Yeah, I mean they're a huge team, so it doesn't surprise me that they were working on something else very quickly. The fact that it is what it is, you know, a 3-player co-op game. Yeah, it's very fascinating.
3-player co-op that sounds like it has roguelite elements and battle royale elements.
And you play as like set characters,
which
I find very interesting too. That seems
set characters. The map closes in on you. It seems like you're all heading towards one destination. To the boss. You can play solo apparently too, which actually intrigues me. But very interesting here that they're going.
I'm fascinated by this game.
A multiplayer route here. It's I don't know. Maybe they have something big on their hands, but like I'm sure they know what they're doing. People love playing these games multiplayer, right?
I mean,
like,
this game just feels great to play.
Yeah. So, anytime I talk to people like at work or whatever about Elden Ring, they're always playing co-op. You know, like always. You know, they're never just solo running it like I would. So yeah, very interesting on them to lean into it. I'm curious to learn more. I know IGN had a big preview there, but I would like to see, you know, what exactly this is, because I still don't like fully have my head wrapped around it.
Yeah, we need to just see like a mission or something, you know, like explaining what you're doing, like moment to moment. I think that's something we need.
Yeah, does this sound like something you'll pick up? Because I got to be honest, right now as it stands, this isn't my cup of tea. The more I see about it,
what's around it. I want to play it so bad. I just love Elden Ring. So
I also wonder. So I know Dark Souls bosses are in this, and I also wonder: is this just all bosses we've seen in other games? You know, is it all Dark Souls and Elden Ring bosses? You know, so it's that's a little interesting to me. I did really like how the traversal actually looked with the sprinting and the wall running and all that, or not wall running, but like parkour jumping, all that shit. That's very interesting to me too. So I don't know, something I'll keep an eye on. As of right now, cool. It's not really tickling my fancy. Yeah, Bird Glider was cool.
Yeah. I would like to play more Elden Ring, and I didn't play the DLC because like I'm really not a big DLC person, anyways. I just wish that DLC, you know, I could play that stuff when it launched. You know, that's just how I feel. But the fact that it's something different, you know, intrigued me way more. So I definitely want to check it out. It just depends on really when it comes out and what's out around it, and if I have time to play it.
Sure.
But I would like to check it out for sure.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll certainly be learning more this year. I guess it comes out in like summer, quite a bit. Around there.
I can see that.
Next thing then, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming to PC on January 23rd. There you go, PC freaks, have fun modding Tifa. That'll be great.
Oh, okay.
What is this one? Catly for Steam, iOS, and Nintendo Switch. coming out
I don't even remember
sometime.
this game.
Yeah, I don't know. Got a bunch of cats in it, whatever. More of an ad.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think.
Path of Exiles 2, that seems like an ad. Black Myth Wukong won Best Action Game.
That's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Next game then was the new Gen Design game, which is
Yeah.
the guys that have made Shadow of the
Ueda.
Colossus. Yeah, even this one is kind of like a dormant franchise coming back a little bit, even though it's
Is it supposed to be
a new.
tied? Did we know that?
No, but a
Are
new
all
game
Ueda's
from these
games tied?
guys. No, I don't think so. I think it's just Eco and Shadow at the
Okay.
present moment. But yeah, this is a sci-fi game coming from the Shadow Colossus guys. So look very Shadow of the Colossus-y with climbing that giant robot and whatever is going there.
Yeah.
Great trailer. I love the tone of everything. Need to see
Yeah.
more, obviously, and who knows how
A
far
good
out this game
tease.
is, but. Yeah, if you remember, I mean, we got confirmation that they were making a new game a while
Yeah.
back with that Epic deal. If you remember Epic made that
Mhm.
deal with, I think it was these guys, Remedy for Alan Wake and
Alan Wake,
Playdead, which who knows where their
Oh,
game
yeah,
is.
yeah.
So yeah, we've known about this one for a while, but cool to get confirmation here. Cool to see a trailer. Daniel, how you feel about this one?
Yeah, Ueda's a legendary like director as well, like game designer. Like people love his games. So it's been what, 8 years already since his last game. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Like he's taking his time making games. So I'm curious what has taken him 8 years to make, you know?
Yeah.
Um yeah, like what was the it was also super long between Shadow and Last Guardian.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very long. That was even longer.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably
So.
longer. So like I'm very curious. I love the tone of this trailer. A little short, but I think it was a really good tease to what Ueda's doing next.
Yeah, for sure. Again, another thing just to look forward to here. So we'll see what this one ends up becoming as the years go by. Next one, then. This one surprised me. Outer Worlds 2 launching
Surprised
in
everyone.
2025, coming out on Xbox.
That Go ahead.
Yeah, coming out in 2025, coming out on Xbox, PS5, PC, and Game Pass. Day one. Outer Worlds 2. Daniel, Obsidian
is on that.
gonna put out two
good.
games in 1 year.
They're on that good.
Two
What
giant RPGs in 1 year. They're like, yeah, fuck it, we'll give it all to you.
If you remember, we talked about this when they did the initial teaser, that really goofy teaser about making fun of other trailers, like 2 years ago. We remember there was that rumor that this game is actually much further along than people think it is.
So there was a teaser reveal, and then there was another trailer we got at some point.
No,
Because we got the reveal in like what 2020.
it was 2022, I think. Right? Wasn't it 2 years ago? Or 2021?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was
Was that
21.
an Xbox One?
It was a while ago.
Yeah, I think initially we thought it was there was that rumor that it was further along, than just the teaser that they showed. So the fact that it's coming out is this quickly, and they still split the teams.
Yeah.
One was making Avowed and one was doing this. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what juice they're drinking over there.
Yeah, crazy, and they've put out Grounded and Pentiment in the meantime as well, right? So yeah, I mean this team, I mean an extraordinary team, just putting out stuff. They're definitely Xbox's workhorse this gen, for sure. Yeah, it looks awesome. Love the tone of it. Love the I love the first Outer World, so I'm very excited for
Yeah, me too.
this
Me
new
and you are
one.
big fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait for the new one. I hope it actually does hit this year. I think Xbox is going to run into the same conclusion that they ran into this fall, and they're going to push something. Because right now, it seems like Fable and this will be next fall, or this, we're not in 2025 yet. Fall 2025, yeah, towards the end of 2025. And I would bet they come to the same conclusion that one of those has to get pushed. Maybe it's not this, maybe it's Fable. I don't know, but especially if GTA 5 comes out.
Fable seems more done at this point.
If this fall does it, I don't know. We've seen more of this at this point than Fable.
I guess it's because we've had more Fable shown, but
yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, there's more.
I mean, we've got more CGI trailers of Fable, but this has actual gameplay, so I don't know.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know that I could easily see Fable being the one to slip till 2026, like spring 2026. But maybe they do the same thing here that they did with Avowed this year, right? And they push Outer Worlds 2 to February. I could see that. I just think they're not going to release both of those on top of each other, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't care. Who knows?
I mean, the problem that they're gonna run into is they have so many games in development,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to just put things out at some point. You
Yeah.
can't just keep pushing things. Like if the Outer Worlds 2, I mean, it doesn't seem like we're gonna not have a busy time in gaming ever again. So whether it's indies or AAA, I don't know. It just seems like games just keep coming out. So you're gonna have to find a place to put it at some point. You know, like
And
if
so
it's ready, it's ready. Like you could hold it for a little bit if you want, but I don't know. Put it out in December. Have another December game if you want. But
yeah, no, you could totally put it out in December, and I don't know, maybe Fable in November if you wanted to.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, or like October for Fable. You know?
Yeah, for
Spread it
sure.
out like that.
Well, another thing they'll run into, heavy rumors suggesting that the Oblivion remake is going to be ready to go this year too, which would be interesting because that's 3 giant. I know that's a remake, but that's 3 giant RPGs, first-person RPGs at that Xbox could release this year, which is just nuts. But
I guess with that you could just make the argument that it is like, hey, it's a really great version of Oblivion. Here you go.
Yeah,
it's not like it's a brand new.
I think Oblivion
thing.
too. That in particular, that'll be new to a lot of people, right? A lot of people never got a chance to play Oblivion, so that'll be like a new Elder Scrolls there.
Came out.
Right.
That's why that hurts me to say that. That hurts me to say that.
2006. Are those kids 18 now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't with time. I'm gonna go kill myself. I'll be back.
Excuse me. You're gonna see me hanging.
No, you just ruined my whole day. All right, let's move on to something positive here.
Please.
Split fiction, not faction, because me and Sims talked about this last week, and I wrote faction. I kept saying faction. I don't know where I saw faction from, because it did leak before the show, the date and everything. But Split Fiction, the new game from Hazelight, Yosef Fares came out on stage. What a guy! Love that man.
Very charming.
I think he's my favorite developer, just his personality. I just love him. He's so fucking cool.
Yeah. He's hard to dislike.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And so
he's
are
just
his
a genuine.
games.
He just seems like just a genuine guy.
Yeah,
making games.
100%. So Split Fiction coming out March 6th. This one kind of a really cool. Seems like these authors are going into each other's books somehow or something like that. And
they're like in their mind bubbles.
Yeah, and one writes fantasy and one writes sci-fi. So you're gonna be going back and forth between those two settings, which sounds amazing to me. That sounds fucking awesome. There's already like previews of this game.
Different like. You play fantasy, sci-fi, back and forth.
Love it. Love the idea of that. Looks super fun. There was previews already. People love it already. So here we go. March 6th. Daniel, Split Fiction.
This game looks incredible. It's like we're going to take It Takes Two, and it's just going to be that on steroids. Like, super inventive ideas, a new idea after new idea after new idea. Like, again, what juice are they drinking over there in Hazelight?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what creative people he has over there, who he found to make games with him, but like, man, EA, you better like not mess with that.
I wonder how big the contract is with EA, like how many games, you know? Because like, dude, people are going to be eyeing up Hazelight, you know? It's like this is an incredible team. They work pretty quick, you know? Was it 3 years since last one?
Like, hey, we'll just buy you. You do your thing.
Yeah. I someone's gonna pick them up.
Smart
EA should definitely pick them up. Especially, dude, It Takes Two ended up selling 20 million copies. You know,
Game of the Year.
Yeah, and that's fucking nuts.
Game Awards.
Yeah. So, can't wait for this game. March 6th. Daniel, are we playing this again?
Yeah, we could.
If
we
want
played
to,
It Takes Two together.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it, man. You
are they doing the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing with that. What do they call it? The co-op thing where you can just invite the other person in. Yeah, man. And dude,
I did not know they were doing that again.
Man, you want to buy it? I'll call in a day. I'll call in on like a Wednesday or whatever the fuck. Me and you play through it that whole day.
Oh my god.
I'm down.
I need to go change my pants.
March 6th. Get ready, bud. That'd be fun too. Then me and you could come on the show and talk about it. That'd be cool. Something to think about that. Yeah. Next game then, Frag Punk. Coming out March 6th as well. This one we've seen a bunch of at other things. So
I think it's been at Xbox's shows, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, it looks interesting. Some multiplayer thing. So then we got Killing Floor 3 launching in March 2025. Coming everywhere.
Yeah, people love Killing Floor, so especially the first one.
Yeah, I know people really like those games.
Yeah.
Then what we got? Steel Hunters PC beta available now. More of an ad, I guess.
Yeah, I don't.
The Long Dark 2 Black Forest coming out in early access in 2026. You interested
Yeah,
in
it
that one?
sucks that that they're only announcing an early access thing, but people love the Long Dark. I know it's super popular. I have not really checked it out, but it's cool to see a sequel to it. I know it's some people are gonna be really excited for them.
Cool. I know you'll be excited for this one too. Borderlands 4, getting a 2025 release window. I think we already knew that, but getting
Yeah,
our first look at gameplay here. Lengthy
yeah.
trailer. Randy Pitchford came out
You
on
got to
stage.
see like the four protagonists.
Yeah.
They have a shot of all four of them.
Yeah, I know you're a big Borderlands fan, so you
Mhm.
amped about this one? This one doing it for you?
I'm so excited. This is a me and Sloan special. We pretty much we didn't like fully do the first game, but pretty much second game, third game, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and then we'll do it with this too. We co-op it. We do everything in the game. It's definitely like it's like tied to like me and him. We always will 100% the Borderlands games. So, um, yeah, I'm very excited. They don't really show much in the trailer, and I have like a weird criticism of the trailer. That song sucks. Whatever that song they
Mm,
chose for that trailer, it was not good. It was not snappy. It was kind of made for a boring trailer for a game that I'm super excited for. I think that Borderlands usually has pretty fun trailers. This was not a fun trailer.
yeah, they normally do have great trailers because that No
Yeah,
Rest for the Wicked song of the first one,
yeah.
man. Oh god, classic,
I
fucking
mean,
classic.
iconic.
Yeah, I
Iconic.
have that song on like my playlist. Every time it comes on, I immediately think of Borderlands.
The KG, that whole first album is great. You should check out the whole
Is
first
it?
album
Yeah,
for them.
I never have
KGL.
actually. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do that. Shit,
check
I'll
out
do
that whole
that
first
today.
album. Yeah, it's a really great album. Yeah, very excited for this game. It's gonna be one of my most played games next year for sure.
Cool. Then we got Clive coming to Tekken 8. Clive from Final Fantasy 16 coming to Tekken 8, which is cool.
Yeah,
I like the map, the or whatever
yeah,
the stage, yeah, with the Ifrit fighting in the background, whatever he was doing, and that's really cool. So good
yeah. It
character
makes
to
sense.
add to that.
Bandai teamed up with Square in Tekken 7. They put
Mm.
Noctis in it.
Oh,
So
really? Okay. I got
yeah,
Clive in this
Noctis
one.
was in Tekken 7. So yeah,
Yeah, I know
it
everyone wanted Tifa or whatever, so I don't know.
Tifa would
Maybe
make so much more
they do that
sense.
eventually. I could see them doing that.
Had
You
to be
know?
sick though. Tifa like beating up someone. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love that.
Then what did he do? He had some quick awards here. Most anticipated
Yeah.
GTA 6, best multiplayer Helldivers 2, best community Baldur's Gate 3, best art direction Metaphor ReFantasio.
How do you not have art direction on the stage?
Yeah, I know.
What are we doing here?
Yeah,
Are you
have
kidding
that
me?
one up there. Yeah, but
Whatever.
yeah, all sounds about right to me. Splitgate 2 coming out in 2025. I think
Mhm.
it's in early access already, so I know people can
People
play it.
loved that first game.
I always meant to play it, because everyone just
Yeah.
says it's Halo with
Halo with
portals.
portals.
Yeah, it's like
Like that's awesome.
right up my fucking alley. Have you played it?
No, my
No.
brother actually. That was what game my brother actually checked out. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah. I mean, he doesn't. He usually only plays VR, but he did play the first Splitgate a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the second one at some point because maybe I would actually really like that.
I wonder if this one's free to play because I think the first one was free to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder.
Then where do we go? We got Mecha Break Spring coming out in 2025. I don't know what that was.
I don't remember that game.
Virtua Fighter 6.
Yeah, dude,
Ooh,
it's
got it
Ryu
announced.
Gago Toku's making
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they're making a fighting
What
game
are they
now.
doing
Huh?
over there?
Interesting.
They
We'll
make
get
a
into
game every
more.
year.
We'll get into
They
more.
make
Yeah,
a game every year.
I'm about to make
What is
2
happening?
next year.
What are
Yeah,
they?
it's the RGG studio making a full-on fighting game. Is this their first time making a virtual fighting game?
I don't remember who made the other Virtua Fighters. I
Okay.
mean, I'd have to like do some research, but I mean, they always have Virtua Fighter in the Like a Dragon games.
Right, yeah.
Like you can always
The
play
only
it
place I've
there.
ever played it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's awesome to get a legendary fighting series back. Like it's been forever since that fifth
Yeah.
game. So
Again with the dormant franchises, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of dormant
Exactly.
franchises just coming back here out of nowhere. So very interesting. So speaking of RGG Studio, Daniel, they had another thing to show. Project Century, a new game from the RGG Studio, the Yakuza team. This is like a 1920s-ish type
there's
of
like
thing.
10s or 20s. Yeah,
20s,
really early
yeah.
19s.
Yeah, we're going way back. I don't believe it's connected to the Yakuza universe, but
It looks like a new IP to me.
yeah, does look like a new IP. Looks like it played a little bit differently too than your traditional Yakuza game,
Yeah.
but looks very interesting. Love the art direction in this one.
Yeah, yeah, a little more grimy than like like what they usually go for.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this. Like I love this team, so I'll check out pretty much anything they do.
this excites me because it's not Yakuza. Not that like I love the Yakuza, but there's just such that big barrier to entry there at the Yakuza games. This is cool because it's like, oh, I can jump in on the ground floor here with a new thing with them.
Series.
Yeah,
sure.
And that definitely interests me a lot. So it's
like
definitely one I'll be keeping an eye on. Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
No, I love the setting, love the time period thing too. So yeah, that all sounds great to me. Then where did we go? Kojima came up on stage to present something, and then Kojima actually very interesting to me. No Death Stranding 2 here, no OD, no Kojima game in general. I found that to be one of the missing things that I thought for sure would be there.
OD, there's going to be a January event again. OD's going to be there.
You think it'll be at that? What do they call those? Developer Direct, whatever.
Developer Directs. I think you're going to see it. It's going to be like a teaser, but I think you'll see it there.
I was almost expecting that one to like, hey, it's out today type of thing. Like I could see that being a shadow drop
maybe
thing.
In January.
Yeah, maybe in January it comes out there because it's like, how long's it gonna take on that one? Then where do we go? Turok
Best
Origins.
Game direction.
Oh, best game direction with the Astrobot. Makes sense.
Awesome. I mean, it's a for the good and bad that this is. It is a very squeaky clean, very directed game. You know, like there isn't a lot of like fluff. There's no jank. There's no. It's a very particular vision for the game. It's very perfected. You know, like, and that makes sense.
For sure. Next game reveal, then another dormant franchise coming back. Turok Origins coming out on an Xbox, PS5, PC. No year or anything. But a new Turok game, Daniel. This one third person, right?
Is it third person?
Was this the one that turned to third person? Yeah, third person.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason in my head I still had it as like a first person game, but I mean I think either way you can kind of get away with. Turok's been dormant since the 360 days. Awesome. I really didn't get into the Turok series, even that 360 one. Like I think I was just still playing like Call of Duty and Halo at the time, but yeah, I hope this is awesome because I think Turok is a really cool IP. Yeah. Do they have a release date?
No, nothing.
Just coming soon-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. And they definitely go more sci-fi, which I find interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of like a new start, so it's not like normal modern times or whatever.
Dinosaurs just underutilized in general, man. Like let's bring back dinosaurs games.
With Dino Crisis.
Capcom Capcom talking about bringing back all their old dormant franchises. It's like, oh, okay, let's bring back Dino Crisis. Let's go. Let's just everybody make a dinosaur game. Everybody.
Yeah.
All of you now make a dinosaur game. That's what I fucking want. Helldivers 2 got some new DLC out now. I know that game's actually risen popularity since this came out a lot. I saw like Steam numbers are super high all of a sudden. So
people are going back.
Seems like
Helldivers
people really
2.
like this DLC. So
awesome.
Good for them.
Yeah, I love the success of Helldivers too. It's awesome.
It's an interesting one. Then we got Warframe 1999 launched the day after the Game Awards, so it's out now. New Power World DLC coming out December 23rd. So there you go, you Power World freaks. Then we went to Best Debut Indie Game, went to Bellatra. Then he also won Best Indie Game in general. So good for that guy, man.
Yeah, one guy, awesome.
Yeah, I think they also announced some new DLC cards that are already out. I forget what they were exactly, but a bunch of different games. That's what they like to do, their card things.
Yeah, I'd love to see like his name is Local Funk. I'd like to see what he does next. I'd keep an eye on that, you know. Like I wonder how long he's gonna stick with Bellatra, yeah, retire. Yeah, he could easily do that. Yeah, I wonder what he wants to do.
Yeah, one guy, he sold like 3 million copies of this game already. Yeah, this dude's raking it in. You know,
for
like
sure.
I wish we knew like his backstory. Like, what did he do before this? You know, it's
now he could just do it for the passion.
Right.
If he has like another idea he could do. Yeah.
Yeah, shit. I'd go retire on a beach somewhere.
It's similar to like Vampire Survivors, which that is even on another level too.
Yeah.
But it's like that was a small team. I don't think it was just one guy that did Vampire Survivors, but
it was 3. Vampire Survivors.
Was it 3? It was very small.
Yeah.
And then there was like one main guy, but it's like those people raked it in. It's like, are you going to do anything next, or
you're just done? I mean,
you're done.
You could easily just be done. Yeah. Next one then, Animusha Way of the Sword got announced. CGI trailer coming out in 2026. Daniel, Animusha is back. One of those
Yeah,
franchises I've never actually
me
played any
neither.
of these games. Yeah, but
I
seems
This
very
game looks
interesting.
awesome.
I'll be very curious
Like,
to see what does Onimusha look like in today's age.
yeah, I wonder are they gonna stick with the stealth aspect of the game, or are they
Yeah,
gonna go more action?
yeah, yeah. Because you could
And
easily make
maybe
that into like a Souls type of thing if you guys wanted to. You can make it a character action thing, or like you were saying, more of a stealth thing.
be more of like a Assassin's Creed
Mm.
where it's action, but then you keep the action. You can do everything just by fighting everything, or you can do the assassin stuff. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I love the tone in the trailer.
Yeah,
Love
very dark.
seeing Capcom just bring back all their old shit. Very interesting, Capcom. I mean, they announced other shit later, but yeah, very interesting. I mean, Capcom's got a lot they're doing right now. A lot of projects in the works,
Yeah,
and they kind of can't miss as of late. You know,
doesn't
I
seem like it.
I do wonder where the fuck is one game. What is their sci-fi game? I can't remember the name now. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do wonder where that is, but yeah, nonetheless, Onimusha coming back. I know people are very excited for it.
Yeah,
So
the only like in quotes, I'll put this in quotes because I don't think it's a miss. The only like in quotes miss that they've had is Exoprimal.
yeah,
And I don't think that's a bad game. I think it's a fun game. It's just kind of light, you know.
yeah, I just think it didn't catch on in popularity. I don't even think it
Yeah,
was necessarily like a bad thing, right? It was just
yeah.
yeah, it just never really caught on. And not that it couldn't Intsugami, to be fair, that wasn't like extremely popular or anything too.
It
But
reviewed well.
they're still putting out stuff, having fun, having a good time. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's cool that Capcom can do a little bit of everything here. We can have our giant franchises with Monster Hunter and Resident Evil, but we can also do smaller things like Kunitsugami, and then we can bring back old shit like Okami and Onimusha, right?
yeah, for sure.
Next up then, Dying Light the Beast got a release date for summer 2025, a release window rather. Daniel, this was the one that was supposed to be a DLC, but then they changed it to its own standalone thing. I think it's marked off a little bit. I think it's like a $50 game now, so coming out
Yeah,
sometime next
a
summer.
budget game makes sense.
Yeah,
I guess you get to play as like the main character from the first game, which is interesting.
yeah,
I'm not a Dying Light person. I know that it has its fans. It's a super popular series at this point. Good for them, getting basically a brand new game.
And then he rattled off a bunch more nominees or award winners. Best action game, Astrobot. Best RPG, Metaphor Fantasio. Best sports game, EA Sports FC 25. Best sim/strategy, Frostpunk 2. There you go.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, and best ongoing game was Helldivers 2.
Good for them. Good for them. Deserves it.
Then we get into more announcements. Stage Fright coming from Ghost Town Games, which I believe this was the Overcooked team, right?
Yeah, I thought this was an interesting one for them that like didn't go with more of a 4-player co-op
Yeah.
fun multiplayer thing.
Well,
you
this
know?
almost seems more like what Hazelight does with their co-op games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why I was like, I want them to stick with their own thing and not
I-
try to be Hazelight.
yeah, that's a good point. I like the art style of it though. I really
looks
actually
charming.
like the stage presentation for this one where they did the cute
Yeah.
little thing where like Jeff was talking to them or whatever the fuck. It's like, oh, that's a unique way to reveal your game. But I like the art style. I like the name too. So we'll see how this one ends up shaping up.
You're right, it is a good name.
Yeah, good name, Stage Fright.
Cute little
Does it have a year or anything? Yeah, no
It doesn't
no
say
year or anything. Then we got a trailer for the Game of Thrones Kings Road game coming out 2025. This looks very budgety to me.
Definitely looks budget.
I want
good.
yeah, exactly. I want a good Game of Thrones game, but this just ain't it. This ain't it.
I hope it's good.
It's coming to mobile too, which worries me.
Ah,
I'm like, eh.
let's move
It's an
on.
interesting premise though. It takes place during like season 4 somewhere.
Yeah.
During like the big battle at the wall thing. So that's cool. But yeah, not what I want. Not what I want, but
We need to move on. This is depressing.
then we got a Double Dragon Revive coming out October 23rd, 2025. Hard
Mhm.
date on that one.
Yeah, it looks okay. I hope it's good. It'd be awesome for Double Dragon. It's awesome that Double Dragon is back in a big way. I hope it's good. I don't really have a ton to say. Never been a big Double Dragon fan, especially for like side scroll beat 'em ups. I was more of like a Streets of Rage person, but yeah. I always like the premise of the first one too, where like you get to the end of the game and like you have to fight each other. I think that's a really fun premise.
Yeah.
But,
Like a way out.
yeah, like a way out, exactly. Is a way out a part of the Double Dragon universe?
Maybe. I don't know if they confirmed that, but we could pretend it is headcanon.
In my head canon, it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad I'm glad it exists. Who owns this? Who is this? Arc
Mm.
System Works is doing this.
Oh,
That's
interesting. Okay. Next up, then, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered coming to PC on March 25th. Later, I don't know, was the regular Last of Us Part 2 on PC?
No.
No?
It's
Really?
the first time it'll be on PC, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, PC freak. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with that giant monster Ellie fights in the basement of the hospital.
Oh my god.
Spoilers. Then Screamer got announced for 2026. I don't remember this one. I don't either.
Nope.
Dumb name. Best adaptation with the Fallout. Let's go.
Yeah, I still need to watch it.
Fallout's great, man. Fucking fantastic. I finished Arcane season 2. Very good. Very good.
It's funny. Yeah, I need to watch that too. It's funny that like Ella Purnell was up there because like she probably would have been up there no matter what.
Up there either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what dude made that joke. What's his name? Christopher Nolan's brother. Whatever. I forget. Jonah Nolan or whatever. Jonathan. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever his name is. He made that same joke where he was like, "Well, Ella was going up there either way." So glad she went up there with me.
Gotta see
little Fallout New Vegas tease from him, which is very interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
Second season.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
And it's great seeing Todd Howard just go up there. Todd Howard is just always up there, you know. Yeah,
gotta love him.
He's short though.
He's a short dude.
He's short.
Maybe everyone's. It's like Ella Purnell was like taller than him.
Yeah.
But she was.
She had to have those damn heels on, you know.
Yeah. He made him look shorter.
He was looking at it like, take those off.
I'm not that short.
I'm not. We're not doing this. Trey Baker and Harrison Ford embarrassed me.
Yeah, Troy is so tall.
Best score music with the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. A tough category this year.
Yeah, good pick. I mean, any of those would have been great.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
I like the Rebirth one. Like, it's just so good. Rebirth music.
I really like the Stellar Blades music as well. I thought that
was good.
But yeah, I like that.
It was. I don't know. It just felt like it was trying to be near too much, and it just wasn't as good as near.
My favorite song from this year was actually in Persona 3 Reload, which didn't get nominated, but that one actually has like my favorite song
was that
this
hip-hop
year.
One?
Yeah. The one that like plays at night. It's fucking awesome. I love that one.
I need to play Reload so bad.
Yeah. Then Sonic Racing Cross Worlds got announced next. Coming out for last gen and this gen, and then obviously Switch PC. Nothing. Like no gameplay, no teaser, anything. Just the title on this one.
Yeah, you just saw Shadow or whatever in the car.
Yeah.
But I've never really played one of these Sonic racing games, but people love them. They're supposed to be really good.
I played the one that was kind of ripping off Double Dash. With like the I think there was like a person sitting behind you type of thing. It was okay. I don't know. Yeah. People like kart racers. I don't know. It's always nice to see another kart racer come out. So
I'm a kart racer fan. So
yeah,
for sure.
Then we got a new trailer for Mafia: The Old Country coming out in summer 2025. They put a release window on that one. Love this trailer. Thought the trailer was awesome. Great tone setting. Love the song that was going in the trailer as well. And then what I find really interesting about this game is they confirmed that this one is a linear game, no open world shenanigans going on there, which I'm actually appeals to me more than the open world stuff. If like I can get through this in like a 12-hour sitting type of thing.
I did not see that.
I'm into that. They talked about it after. Excited. Yeah, me too. And I also like that I don't have to play the Mafia trilogy. Prequel. Yeah, because this one's a prequel, which is nice. So
and it's in Italy, so it's like, yeah.
One of those. Why
are you appropriating my culture?
yeah, Daniel, you can go visit your homeland.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
With my people.
A goop diddy gopa. All right.
Okay.
Next up, then, he rattled off some more award winners: Best Indie Game, Balatro; Best Mobile Game, Balatro.
Yeah, I forgot that
cleaning up. Best Audio Design, Hellblade 2. Best Community Choice went to Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah,
Black Myth freaks.
That community list is.
Oh, dude, they're so mad. They're so. I know you don't look at later. They're so mad it didn't win Game of the Year. It's like, guys, you're lucky it was even nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think it is in the top. Like, if you were to make a list of maybe top 10 games, you'd probably you might have a better chance of putting it on there. But like top 6, that's where like my argument every year is like, especially the Game of the Year alone category, it needs to be 10 games. I think that there's just you could celebrate more in this thing, but not top 6.
Yeah. Next up, then the next announcement was Dispatch coming into Steam. Didn't get announced for consoles really. Sometime in 2025. This was the Aaron Paul, Laura Bailey one.
Laura Bailey.
Oh, Laura Bailey, the mad sexual tension going on in that whatever is when they were pronouncing it. I was like, Jesus, you two.
I mean, it's two beautiful people. Come on.
It really was. I was hoping they would both take their clothes off on stage. Okay. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do this.
The show just turned to AO.
I mean, I can't blame her. I don't know. Aaron Paul's a beautiful man. I don't blame her one bit, if I'm being honest. Yeah. But this game looks fucking awesome, Daniel. This is one of the standouts of the show for me.
About it.
Really? So this is former Telltale devs coming together. Hell of a cast here. They got
the cast was great. That's what
fucking Gordon from Batman. Whatever that guy's name is.
Gary Oldman? Or Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright, there you go. Yeah, that guy, he's in it. Laura Bailey. Alana Pierce is in it, voicing someone as well. Yeah, a couple other random YouTubers as well. I thought this looked really cool, really interesting, sort of like a superhero, but you're like dispatching other superheroes to solve crimes or whatever. I don't know. Looked really cool. I love the Telltale style of games, and seen that.
Yeah, me too.
Seeing some of those guys go off and form their own team while Telltale was having their own trouble, and now they're making this, and I love the art style. You know.
Very unique art style.
Yeah, hopefully it has a really good choice and consequence and all of that, but I'm super into this so far.
Not quite to the level, but getting Hi-Fi Rushy vibes with the style.
The art
not
style, for
quite
sure,
as good as Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah,
but definitely getting.
It looks
that.
like Invincible, the show, or
Invincible,
or the comic even. But
look like an animated show. Yeah, that you play. Yeah, I'm excited. I liked the thing that stood out to me was the cast. So I'm curious about the game for sure.
I love having Aaron Paul in it. Yeah, I hope it does. Hopefully it does this year, because I did not know that. That kind of kills my buzz a little bit, but I am still very excited about it.
Yeah, maybe with maybe more hype happened now we see it here live. Maybe they'll see that more people are interested in this game, so
yeah. All right, continuing on then. Best narrative was Metaphor ReFantazio. Seemed good.
That's awesome. I need to still play it.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna jump into it in the coming days here. Then we got, where'd we go from here? The Okami sequel got announced with a very interesting trailer. Kind of really played into the orchestra that they had up on stage, and
just kind of had like Amaterasu just kind of running on the field.
Yeah, you could tell. I didn't know that was the dog's name, but yeah, you could kind of tell they're very early into this. But quick little teaser trailer, just confirmation that they're doing it. And then the guy, what's his name, is coming back to Capcom.
What's
his new studio?
Hidetaki Kamiya.
That guy, who was of course
he's the Bayonetta guy.
Bayonetta guy. Right.
He was also an OG Resident Evil guy.
Is he the original Devil May Cry guy, or did he make? He made one of the Devil May Cry. Okay, original Devil May Cry guy. So he's coming back to Capcom after a long time away. Yeah, after being on Platinum for so long, right?
Yeah, and I did see, like, I've not been doing social media very much, so I've not been like deep diving into a lot of, like, I kind of just see trailers and announcements and stuff, but not like what anyone else is saying or interviews. But I know he did an interview and he was like, I needed to get out of Platinum for like my creative like soul. He was like, I think that they were doing too many partnerships they were working with over there in Platinum, and he just needed to reset himself. Because he is a super creative guy. So, and they showed him in this when this was playing. They showed him, they cut to him in the sitting down, and he has these big old like red glasses, like just a super goofy guy.
What a baller!
He's a baller for sure. I really am excited for this game. I need to play the first one. I like Zelda. I like Zelda, so I like the type of game that this would be. I know it's supposed to be really long too, longer than most of the Zelda games, but yeah. This is awesome. It's great to see.
Yeah,
talk about Dormant. Like,
right, exactly. Yeah, another Dormant franchise is coming back. Yeah. I could see why so many people were so high on this Game Awards with all the Dormant franchises coming back, especially the older audience. Right, they're probably all really stoked because there are a lot of franchises here that just came back where I'm like, oh, I've actually never played that. You know, Nokami is one of those where that game has always been in like the back of my mind. Is like I should play that. You know, at some point. I remember the fucking dog in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in particular. Always right. Yeah, and so I've always wanted to check this one out. Never have. I re-downloaded it on my PlayStation after it got announced, just to remind me, like, hey, when you got time, play this one.
It's here.
Yeah, because we probably still got some years before the sequel comes out. Still got time, but yeah, very exciting. Obviously, love the art style of Okami, so cool to see it come back. I know a lot of people are gonna be very excited for it.
For sure. I know a lot of people that love this game. Like art style wise, like the watercolor art style is like there's very few games that have a better art style.
Right.
Like, this is one of the best art styles like in any game ever. Like it's awesome. It's very Japanese. I'm very excited for this. Like take your time, Kamiya. Take your time.
Yeah, and it seems like Capcom is kind of signing the team for this one game. They don't own that team. I believe it's called Clovers, the studio now. Yeah, so, and he took a lot of people from Platinum with him. So, very interesting. And yeah, it seems like this is kind of one-off between him and Capcom. So, it's not like they own them or anything, but maybe they do down the line. Who knows? But cool that they were able to link back up and be like, hey, let's get an Okami 2 going.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. Like, it's a good feeling story here.
For sure. Cool. Then Jeff came out. He had one big last announcement. He was very emotional before this one.
I don't know why.
Yeah, he does that sometimes weird. Though. I remember before Armored Core 6, he was like emotional too before that one. It just seems like he's very happy when he gets the big thing, right? Big thing. Yeah. He's very excited. It's cool to see that passion from him.
It just felt a little weird.
Yeah, like, a little bit. Yeah.
But like good for him.
Nonetheless, here it is. Intergalactic the Heretic one from Naughty Dog. New IP. No release date or anything yet. But here it is. We finally have a new Naughty Dog announcement, Daniel.
And it's a sci-fi game, which we've wanted like to see what they could do sci-fi wise. Especially like new Naughty Dog. It looks great. The name, I don't think it's a bad name, but it doesn't like impress me that much.
Just drop the Heretic one. I can't fucking stand it. We talk about this all the time. Like, why do you guys put these subtitles on? You don't need it, especially with the first one. Just call it Intergalactic. That's fine. Especially from Naughty Dog, who I think are very good at names, in particular with Uncharted and The Last of Us. I think those are two top tier video game names.
I think
Crash and Jack and Daxter, they were what they were. Obviously, mascot platformers, you're just going to name it the character off that. That's fine. But I think Uncharted and The Last of Us are fantastic names.
They're good names.
I think Intergalactic's a good name. I do not think Intergalactic the Heretic one is a good name. No. You know, it's
you're right. The subtitle makes it even worse.
Yeah, the subtitle makes it worse, I think. But nonetheless, yeah. Intergalactic, the Heretic one. Here it is. I mean, it's awesome, man. We're finally getting a Naughty Dog sci-fi game. This has been talked about for so fucking long at this point. And
yeah, we've wanted that.
It's just exciting to finally get a new IP from PlayStation, from one of their big studios, and from it to be from Naughty Dog makes it even more exciting because that is probably their best studio. And
this is Neil's next game. This isn't like a sub team within Naughty Dog, you know?
It might be. Well, Neil is not directing this game.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, okay. It's but we don't know if Neil will ever direct another game since he's now studio head of Naughty Dog.
Yeah, he runs the.
He is officially listed as creative director of this game. So
maybe that's where I was mistaken. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not even sure Neil will ever full on be the game director of another game.
That's a fair
we'll have to see. But this is very interesting. So 250 employees from Naughty Dog are making this, and the Naughty Dog's headcount after all the layoffs was 450. So there's another 200 employees working on something there. We'll see. I don't know. It seems like
The Last of Us 3.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that's what they end up doing, if that's the direction they're ending up going here. But nonetheless, here we are getting a new IP from them. Very exciting. I love the tone of it. I loved everything until we got to the planet, and that's where I was like.
Like the sword,
until the last thing. I like the sword. I like that they're going a more melee combat route. I think that could be very interesting. But then they say that we got very little story details, but the base story detail we got was she's going on this planet that no one's been on or that everyone that's gone to this planet has never come back. So like there's some mystery going on the planet there. And it almost sounds like that you're staying on this one planet the entire time, and that doesn't excite me with a space game.
You want to be more of a space opera type thing?
Yeah, if you're making a space game, I want to see many different types of places. You know, I want to go everywhere. I want to travel space. You know, that's what excites me so much about space, right? Is that you can do anything you want out there and go to many different places and do a lot of different things. The idea of being stuck on one planet, you know, and it's like I just don't know. We need to learn more. You know, it's basically all I'm trying to say here is we need to learn more and see what they're actually making here and what this game is actually going to end up being before I can get like too excited. But
yeah, maybe you're like, maybe in like your head it's like when you think of sci-fi you think of like a space opera, when like they're like thinking like not quite that level of space, like they're
sure.
thinking like more like more of a grounded type of sci-fi, um and like maybe that's what like sequels could be, you know what I mean? Like I just want to see what the game is first before I kind of like, I'm with you, like I want, it'd be cooler to be able to go to planets, but like I want to see what this planet looks like first,
Yeah,
you know?
like I'm not writing it off, and maybe the planet does have a bunch of different biomes and different settings and stuff like that. I don't know. You know, we have so little information on what the game actually is. It's just that base story of being stuck on one planet when you guys are making a space game doesn't excite me that much. You know, if I'm being honest, but we don't know. We have so little details, right? I will hold off. It's I mean, it's just cool to get a new Naughty Dog thing, right? It's that's basically it. It's we're finally getting a new IP from Naughty Dog set in space, and just that base information really excites me.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I'm very excited for this. Probably not coming out next year, but I guess there's always a chance it could. It's been 4 years since they've made a game, and if it is like a smaller team making it, you know, like it
I
could be
think they
just a
would have
smaller
put
scope game.
2025 if it was, but
Yeah.
we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see what they're doing. A couple of interesting things that people caught in the trailer. It appears that God, who was it? There's some famous actors in it.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Kumail's in it, and then
He's the guy that she's looking for.
oh, okay, and then Lalo from Better Call Saul.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he's in it. He's in it as well. He was in one of the pictures on the wall there of like her former crew. Yeah, so he's in it as well.
Right.
And I know she herself is in a lot of things, or minimum amount of
she
things.
Looked familiar, but I couldn't tell because they definitely, you know, like they shaved her head. I couldn't tell.
Apparently, she was in she was a character in Last of Us 2 as well. I don't remember exactly who, but I think she was like one of the crew that you know, spoilers, that came up with Abby to kill Joel, and obviously you would have killed her too at some point as Ellie. But yeah, I think she was one of those. And she's in TV shows and stuff too, so well-known actress. And Neil said that when they were doing casting for this game, that she just blew them away when she was auditioning for the role. So apparently she's very good as well. So I don't know. I'm very excited here, man. They seem very excited about the story they're about to tell here, and yeah, let's see. Hopefully we get some like gameplay or something this year. I don't know if PlayStation's gonna do a showcase later, maybe in the summer or whatever, and we eventually see it. I'm very excited to see a melee route from Naughty Dog. I think they could knock that out of the park. I really love Naughty Dog's gameplay in all their games, so I think they could knock out melee if they really wanted to.
So, not to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
So his name is Tony Dalton. That's Lalo. Kumail Nanjiani was the person she's looking for. Her name is Tati Gabrielle. Where is she from? So she was in the Uncharted movie. She was the villain in Uncharted. Oh, she was Nora.
Okay, gotcha.
She was Nora in the TV series for Last of Us. So who is she in two?
Oh, is she in the show? Maybe
she's in the show.
Maybe that was where I was getting that from. Maybe
Yeah,
she's not in the game, and
she plays
she's in the
Nora
show.
In the show.
Okay,
Which I'm trying to remember who that even is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, I know her. She's also in Sabrina, the Netflix Sabrina.
Oh, the
show.
Netflix Sabrina. I never watched that.
Okay, she's in that. That's where like her face comes for me. It was the Sabrina show. So yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, if that's what Neil said, like that's interesting. Like having, yeah, I wonder how much the other crew and stuff. See, I'm so fascinated by what this game could be.
A couple other
Like,
tidbits that I got here was
yeah,
returns Naughty Dog's roots in action adventure that started the studio's reputation with Crash. Story set in an alternative universe where space travel has significantly advanced by 1986. So presumably it takes place in 1986, but seems like we're kind of doing like a Fallout thing here, where it's an alternate universe where
like a future sci-fi,
like a
but
future
like,
sci-fi thing, yeah, but in the past still. So
yeah,
something like that, which makes sense
like
with
this
the
could be
with
what
the
the future
CDs
was.
and the Porsche and the
It
Adidas
gave
and all
me,
that.
it gave me like alternate universe Guardians of the Galaxy
A little
with
bit.
like her ship
Yeah,
design,
it doesn't have like that
her
sense of humor
jacket.
Guardians had, but it kind of has
No,
the.
yeah,
It definitely has like the '80s style, right?
yes.
Neil Druckmann said that he was heavily inspired by Akira and Cowboy Bebop for this
Akira makes
game.
sense with her jacket.
Yeah, with the jacket, of course. Yeah. Um, will be an emotional, character-driven story, or no, character-driven epic journey with the deepest gameplay in Naughty Dog's history, taking our learnings from our previous franchise and pushing them beyond anything we've done before. Yeah, like I said, it takes inspiration from classic anime like Akira, Cowboy Bebop, scored by Nine Inch Nails artist. That's
I
cool.
forgot about that. Oh my
Yeah,
god, dude, this is gonna be,
that's fucking
this is gonna be
cool.
the best music when it comes out that year.
Yeah, dude.
Like hands down. You kidding me?
Yeah,
Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross.
I
Come on.
love the look of like the spaceship and then the red planet in the background. That's why I'm so disappointed that we're fucking that apparently it's on one planet. It's like I'm not gonna get to
Doesn't
fly
mean
this ship.
doesn't mean you won't be like flying around the planet.
Yeah,
maybe.
it doesn't. We need to learn more. I just need to. I need them to say something else on it. But yeah, man, I'm very excited. It's very exciting to get something new from Naughty Dog. They're one of the leaders of the industry. So yeah, let's go, man. Hopefully we get gameplay this year.
For sure. For sure. Very excited.
And then the last word, game of the year, Astrobot. Astrobot.
Yay.
Game of the year.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Very deserving.
Good for them.
A lot of those games that I think would could be deserving. Astrobot, awesome, fantastic game.
I hope it sends a message to PlayStation, and I think they'll get the message that not everything needs to be giant AAA,
third person,
tons of employees, third person cinematic thing, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. This was made by 60 people in 3 years. Keep to
games
make.
Could just be fun.
Ended up winning Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Not just PlayStation, but everyone. Take notes. Take notes. That's how it's done. I'm happy
Games
it
don't
won
need to
Game
be
Direction for that
huge
too.
blockbusters that sell tens of millions.
Yeah.
You could make money quickly with just a small team, small scope of a game, and very refreshing.
Yeah.
Like games could be that, just fun.
And much like we were talking about with It Takes Two selling 20 million copies, I think a lot of that has to do with it winning Game of the Year, and I think Astrobot will receive the same benefits. Maybe not 20 million, but I think
Put
it will
on sale or something.
Yeah, I think it will get a huge bump up in sales just for winning Game of the Year.
I put a lot of eyes on every game there,
Right. Especially over time, because like people are gonna look up over time, hey, what won Game of the Year? And they're gonna see lists, what won Game of the Year? People are gonna be looking that up in like 2027, 28. What won Game of the Year all these years? Oh, Astrobot. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's $20 on PSN. Cool. Let me buy that. And I think it just will benefit this game a lot over time.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah. Like, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder how quickly they try to like capitalize on that too. Like, are they gonna try to
get
like
a sequel out?
Yeah, get a sequel out or like maybe like a big expansion or something. I don't want that. I'd prefer them just to like
They've been shoveling out levels, dude. There was a surprise level that came out last week, a Christmas theme level of Astrobot. So it's like, that's cool. That's very cool.
Stop doing that. I
like it.
Make the next game.
Yeah, but like if they're ready to go, it's like clearly all of these were ready to go with how quickly they released afterwards. So it's like there's already 7 new worlds post launch, and we're not even 3 months out yet, or exactly 3 months out from when the game launched. So I think that's really cool too. It's let's go with an Astrobot 2.
Give me Astrobot 2.
Better yet, Astro Kart Racer.
Oh,
that's what we want.
Oh my god.
That's what the kids want.
Astrobot's like the new Mario for PlayStation.
Exactly.
Like Astro Party, Astro Kart, Astro Smash.
Astro Smash would be fucking.
Where you play as like Kratos.
Yeah,
but
it's like you can play as all of them. Yeah, that'd be fucking fun.
Instead of PlayStation Battle Stars 2, you just
Astro whatever
Smash.
Astro Smash. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you
down.
need.
I'd be fucking down. He shouted out Nintendo there too. He didn't say Nintendo's name, which is very weird, but
I think he legally can't.
Really?
It's probably a contractual or something.
You think
Maybe
so?
he'd be in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people were throwing out. Like he would have gotten in trouble if he said it. It's like, really? I don't know. Like,
it's dumb if that's the case.
Was there a guy sitting next to him when they announced the Astro Bot One Game of the Year? There's a PlayStation guy there. Like, you fucking say Nintendo. I swear to God. Name. I swear to God, you say Nintendo.
We hate them.
Yeah, you can't do that. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Good show. I loved it. I thought it was great. In terms of announcements, you can't really ask for much more.
No. Yeah. In terms of announcements, maybe the only thing is if this was like an announcement show, compact it more. You know.
Yeah.
Less like ads, but like
he's got to pay for it, right? He's got to pay for the show somehow. So yeah. Yeah. Great show, Keely, man. Really was.
Yeah. It was his most viewed thing ever. It keeps getting more views as time goes on. So. Just wonder how he keeps kind of like evolving the show on his own, you know.
So Daniel, we can do Circana numbers and some other news stories, or we can do we can jump into what we've been playing. Have you been playing anything?
Yeah, I mean, we let's keep doing the stories. Let's keep doing the news stories.
Keep doing news stories. Okay, cool. We will jump into the video game Circana numbers for the month of November 2024.
Oh yeah, this
is big. Let me pull up Blue Sky.
Oh my God.
Tell me.
Did you download Blue Sky?
No, I gotta fucking look up Matt Piscatel's name on Blue Sky so I can get the list. Okay, so yeah, November 2024, we will go over the top 20. Number 20, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Number 19, this is weird, My Sims Cozy Bundle. I don't know what's going on there. It's new, apparently. So, My Sims Cozy Bundle. I don't know what that is, but it was the number 19 highest selling game of the month of November.
Sure.
Number 16, number 18, Minecraft. Number 17, Metaphor Refantasio. Holding on there.
Yeah.
It was number 5 the month before, which was the month it came out. So jumped down to 17. Not bad. Sure. Number 16, Undisputed, which was number 4 in October. That game actually sold quite a bit. A lot more than I bet people were expecting.
Yeah.
People want that boxing game, man. That when Fight Night comes back, it's going to be huge.
Fight Night. That's what they want.
Number 15, Silent Hill 2. Number 14, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Number 13, Astrobot. Number 12. Yeah, go Astrobot. Number 12 was Dragon Quest 3, which I know me and you were talking about. I don't know if this was on the show or not, but it sold huge in Japan. I think it was like 1.5 million in Japan. So
that's awesome.
We'll see. Square's gonna come out next week. We're disappointed by the sales.
Didn't sell 1.5.
Sorry guys, we're cutting the whole team.
Yeah, you all lost your job.
Get out of here. Number 11, Hogwarts Legacy. Number 10.
Oh my God, that game's insane.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. Oh, it's one of those, man, where it's like Elden Ring, where it's just gonna stay.
This is gonna be an Elden Ring for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it already outsold Elden Ring. Maybe I don't know if it's I think Elden Ring just updated their number.
8 or
28, 29? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think it's probably
no way
close.
Hogwarts is much more than that.
More than that?
Oh, for sure.
You think
they're in the 30s?
They're over 30 already? Okay.
I guarantee you.
Yeah. Which probably, hopefully they update their numbers at some point.
Yeah, I would want to know.
Number 10, Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Number 9, NBA 2K25. Number 8, Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Oh, good.
Number 7, new one, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Good for Nintendo.
I still kind of want to check that out. I'm just behind in all my games.
Yeah, a lot. Number 6, Super Mario Party Jamboree, which came out the month before. It was number 7 the month before, so went up a spot actually.
Still selling. People like Mario Party.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know that last one was a huge seller, right? I think one of those Nintendo games that sold like over 20 million. Yeah. Number 5, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which sold huge, man. We'll look at where it's at for the year right after this, but yeah,
it's gonna be in that top 10 for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, it was number 4 in October already for the year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that game sold huge. Number 4, EA Sports College Football 25.
Yeah, that's massive. Yeah.
Number 3, EA Sports FC 25. Number 2, Madden NFL 25.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then number 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Yet again, no surprise.
So good.
Now, what's interesting So we'll go to the year. Number 1 for the year is still EA Sports College Football 25. I wonder if Call of Duty will surpass it.
I think
one more
Christmas
month
time,
to do so.
Yeah.
We'll see, because that game's also going to be selling a lot during Christmas time, as we just saw, right? It was the number 4 highest selling.
Yeah, I'd be curious how close it is right now.
Yeah.
So is Call of Duty number 2? Or
Call of Duty is 2. Call of Duty was 3 in October, the month it debuted, but it has surpassed Helldivers 2 now to become number 2 for the year.
Oh, so it's Madden 4?
No. 4 is Dragon Ball Sparking 0.
Oh.
It tells you how much that game sold. So 5 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for the year. Call of Duty, man. And then 6 is Madden.
Okay.
And then
FC.
7 is FC. And then 8, this is where it gets interesting too, is the EA Sports MVP bundle, which included
just both of them.
Madden and college football. So that's very interesting.
That's insane. People, how is it?
It's funny because if they separated that, they would probably lock number 1 being college football.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
For sure. That's probably why people got that bundle more so.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably why Madden is number 6 too. You know?
Oh,
like
true.
It would probably be much higher if it was. It probably would be the number 3 spot if it wasn't for this bundle. So they kind of shot themselves on the foot a little bit with that bundle, but they don't care. It's just raking in money anyways.
Raking money, yeah.
Then number 9 for the year, Elden Ring. Number 10 for the year. I find this very interesting still. Dragon's Dogma 2. Yeah, awesome. Elden Ring's 9. Dragon's Dogma 2, 10 for the year. Dragon's Dogma 2 quietly sold a shit ton.
First month was really popular.
Yeah, it was huge for that. But it's crazy because Dragon's Dogma 2, like, no recognition at the Game Awards. No one's talking about it, but still, it sold more than a shit ton. Yeah. 11 for the year was MLB The Show. 12 was WWE. 13 is Hogwarts Legacy. 14, GTA 5. 15, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. 16, Tekken 8. 17, NBA. 18, Minecraft. 19
NBA is
was
a little lower than I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, yeah, where is NBA 25? Isn't that the one that released this year?
Does Take-Two not do their
oh, good point. They don't update it. Yeah, they do have the asterisks next to it. Yeah, neither is GTA, and that's still the 14th highest selling, and that's just on physical copies, I guess. Yeah, that's nuts.
Who's buying GTA 5?
That's nuts. It's probably higher than 14 of the year. People still buying it. And then 18 Minecraft, 19 Madden NFL 24, 20 Marvel Spider-Man 2. So we'll see how the year shakes out. It'll be the last month next month. So
yeah, is there anything that came out in November or I'm sorry, in December?
That was so big.
I guess it's just indie, but it's like I don't see it going insane.
Yeah, I don't see that selling too high. Yeah, especially with Game Pass. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that slips in at like 20 if it's doing well, but who knows? Yeah, I'd imagine they'd say something relatively soon if it's that high of a seller. The only other major news story was all these rumors and leaks, I guess, of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake, which is apparently being made by Virtual Studios. We saw this from the FTC case back a couple years ago between Microsoft and Activision and all that. So we knew this kind of existed. We didn't know exactly where it was going to be, but yeah, apparently it's coming out sometime in 2025, which is very exciting to me. I would be all over an Oblivion remake. I would be very excited for that. I haven't played that game in many years, and I love it. So yeah, I hope that's real, and I hope we do actually see it at the developer direct next month, because I think we're all expecting
be a surprise drop.
Yeah, I think we're all, and that's what Tom Henderson was hinting at in his article, is that it'll be there, and it'll be like that surprise game, right? The one where they put the question marks up on it, and it's like, oh, what's this? And it's like, oh, an Oblivion remake. So I would be fucking absolutely stoked for that. I hope it's real, and I hope we see it next month.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that interesting. Like all those leaks of that kind of stuff. Like, is there a chance that it's just not, like, at this point? You know, like, I know that we're seeing things behind the scenes. Like,
yeah,
like what if it's not real?
Yeah, I mean, it always could be, right, with these type of things. I just think with the credible names that are now backing the rumor, it kind of seems like it's pointing to real. Yeah. Which would also excite me, because Virtua is also supposed to be doing a Fallout 3 remaster remake type of thing.
Isn't Virtua?
Virtua is also making Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, which is that. So they're kind of becoming what Bluepoint was you
But
know,
with everyone,
of like a but with everyone. And this is a team that works with everyone. They like co-develop everything.
They're a huge team.
They helped with Hogwarts Legacy. They helped with I think it was God of War Ragnarok. They helped with a couple big things on Xbox as well. So they work with everyone, and it seems like they're kind of heading in the remake direction. They're kind of like I said, taking Blue Point's spot there a little bit after they got acquired by PlayStation, and just kind of making all these remakes, which I think is a good spot for them.
Maybe they need to take over from Aspire and make the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
God, please, someone.
Are we ever gonna hear about that?
At this point now.
You know what? I'm really shocked that Keeley didn't get. Where's Abandon? We were all so excited for this game. It's been years.
It's been abandoned.
Hassan Karaman is yet to be seen.
Fucking con artist, that guy.
Oh my god. You remember when people thought that was a real thing?
Selling shit. Crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah, definitely. Wild times. All right. Yeah, we can get into a little bit of what we've been playing then. Got a few minutes here. Daniel, have you been playing anything?
I did beat Space Marine 2.
Oh, nice.
Not super long. I think it was a pretty good length. I think I beat it in like 10 hours or so. There's still definitely more I can do. I think the last time I was talking about this game, I was talking about like the operation missions, which is like it takes place during the campaign. It's just like another like Space Marine like little squad that's like doing like working with Titus, but they're like doing something else on the planet. And you get to play that from their perspective, why Titus and his little squad are doing their thing, which I think is a really cool way to do a new game mode. You know, play different characters, but they're still in the story. Like I think that's really fun. I have not played them. I know you could play them co-op, which is pretty awesome. That's where they have like different classes and stuff you could do. Yeah, it's a really great game. It's definitely exactly what you would expect. Harkens back to the 360 era of third-person shooters, like Gears of War, which I think is what the first one was made off of, just making Gears of War like. And that's pretty much what this is. It gets a little repetitive because it's not. There's no like cover either, so you're kind of just running in there hacking, and shooting. They try to change it up with some of the weapon types and things, but I think like this game's like a really great 8 out of 10. And I think like if they take that and they up it up a little bit more, it could be, you know, maybe even a 9. But I really love the game. I think it's really fun. I think playing it co-op would be even better.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot going on screen too, which is pretty impressive. Sometimes the game doesn't look super great. You could definitely see where the budget is sometimes. But yeah, it's very fun. It's very bloody. The story, yeah, it's very bloody. You get like the chainsaw, I forget what they call it, chainsaw sword, and you're just hacking into Tyranids, and they're just blood all over you. It's really cool. Yeah, the story's. I like the story. I think like they kind of do the kind of Gears of War thing. You kind of have your squad. They don't really like you coming in to start, but they bond and stuff. I think this game makes me more excited of what a Space Marine sequel could be, whether it's a third game or however they want to title it. But like kind of seeing where it ends, and I think I'm just more excited for what they could do next.
Nice.
But that's pretty much all I've been playing.
Did you check out like multiplayer at all?
I have not.
No. Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 game modes. There's like the co-op one, and then there's just multiplayer. Yeah, I didn't really want to check into that. It's like I'm gonna play multiplayer. I'm gonna keep playing Black Ops 6.
Fair.
I got that installed. Yeah, Black Ops 6 is awesome. Still hopping into a few matches and stuff. Just very fun. It's a great Call of Duty for sure.
Hell yeah, feels great.
It feels so good. Yeah. What about you?
So what did I talk? I talked about Indiana Jones a lot last week. Still chugging along on that. I'm nearing the end, I believe, of it. It's I guess it's fairly long. I'm probably like 20-ish hours in, if I had to guess, maybe a little above that. So yeah, fairly long. definitely just still enjoying it quite a bit. Love the story of it, man. It really is a really good, well told Indiana Jones story. Fits so well, just in that original trilogy of Indiana Jones. Like you really could tell me this was the lost fourth Indiana Jones movie. Not that we haven't
Yeah.
gotten fourth Indiana Jones movie, but like that was actually made in the 80s.
This is like prime Indy.
Yeah,
it's in between
right.
1 and 3. It's like
Right.
he's just doing his thing.
Yeah, it really does fit right into that. So they really knocked that out of the park. I love it from an exploration standpoint too. Like it really does. I love it the same way like I love a lot of walking simulators. It's kind of what I was saying last week. But like it's like I love just walking around, finding puzzles, finding interesting things to look at, and just being in that world is just really enjoyable. And then like I said, just add on the story to that. Awesome puzzles in this game. They kind of put the best ones in like the main story, I've noticed, as you kind of expect, right? But it really is great puzzle design, just in the sense that like they're not too difficult. Like I think everyone could kind of figure these out, but they do make you feel smart when you do figure it out. You're like, oh, okay, that goes there, blah blah blah, all that.
Is like a hint button or anything?
Say that again.
Did they do like a hint button, or
he says
like
stuff now and then, or like you'll have a NPC with you and they'll say stuff now and then if you're having trouble with it, kind of like God of War Ragnarok. I wouldn't say they're not like
is
that
it as
heavy
chirpy?
on that. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're as chirpy as that, but it's along those lines with the puzzles, and they are much more like, it is much more of a puzzle game than like God of War Ragnarok, for instance. Like there are a lot more puzzles than that and a lot more things to solve, as you'd expect with an Indiana Jones game, right? I am finding that the stealth and the combat just kind of leave something to be desired for me. It's a fine stealth game. It's a lot of stuff you've seen before. I think, pick up this object, throw it to distract them or whatever. You can change into different costumes, kind of like Hitman type of thing. And like you'll find there's kind of like 3 different costumes in each area. I've noticed each of the bigger areas. So not every area is like a giant, they're not giant, but like not every area is an open world thing. There are missions where they are more linear, but then I think I'm at the end. So I think I could say there's 3 open world type of things.
Okay.
And in those 3, there's 3 different costumes you can kind of get into, and those can keep you hidden from different variety of enemies and stuff like that.
So how linear can you make it?
You can make it extremely linear if you want it, but I would highly recommend doing the side missions that are labeled under field work when you eventually play this. It's labeled under that. Those, I was talking about this a lot last week. Those are very good. Those are very much like I've been talking about with God of War Ragnarok or Jedi Survivor, where they feel like part of the main story. Like there's a couple of them where I am shocked this wasn't a part of the main story, because it's that integrated into what's going on throughout the overall story, or they give me that much more background and in-depth, look into side characters and stuff like that, or Indy himself even. Like there's one in particular in the 3rd open world section that I would, when you play it, I'll tell you what the mission's called and all that, just so to make sure you do it, because I would highly recommend like everyone do this one. And I was shocked it was a side mission. So yeah, the side missions are very well done. Those ones in particular. There are other side things that are just your basic, like in the open world ones, they have a like a fighting arena type of thing where it's like you can fight these 3 different guys and you get money through that. There's currency and stuff. And each of the open worlds had one of those. There's other little things like that, but the one specifically labeled field work, I would highly recommend that everyone do those, because those really do add to the story quite a bit. And it's awesome for that. And then, it's just when you get caught in the stealth sections, it's just like, the enemies will come at you, and then you mostly just melee them, or you just hit them with your fist.
The punching.
Yeah, it's actually quite funny when you get caught and like someone runs up to you and you're just knocked out. And like I mostly find myself then trying to get back into stealth after I knock someone out if I get caught, and it's pretty easy to do that. And that might be one of the downfalls of this game is the AI isn't very smart. It is very easy to get back into stealth, I've noticed, which is good. You kind of want that, but like, I don't know. There is just a lot of times you got to be really particular with these stealth games, man, because it's like there is a lot of times where I'm standing right in front of a guy and I'm like, how does he not see me? It's just stupid shit like that. Or I got to get to, a certain spot in like a Nazi encampment, right? and I'll just fucking run straight there, and like a guy will see me real quick, but then I'll duck under something and he doesn't see me again. It's you can kind of play around with it like that. Again, I'm not the biggest stealth fan in general, so I think if you are more of a stealth player, you'll probably enjoy it more than I do. But yeah, I still very much like the game. It is very fun. I love the story and all that. So definitely want to play through, I think.
Yeah, I'm very excited to check it out.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Yeah. Somebody that's been on the show, Abram, he said it was like his game of the year.
Really? Yeah. I could see that for certain people. It's not that high for me. I do like it quite a bit.
Is it in the top 10?
Yeah, I think it'll squeeze in the top 10. Yeah, I think it'll get up in there. But just how much I like the story and Indiana Jones as a character and all that, and from an exploration standpoint, I do absolutely love it. Yeah, I think it'll get in there. Might not be like super high up there, but
how you feel by the end?
Yeah, let me get to the end.
Maybe that changes it.
Yeah, there are some very well done set piece moments as well. Some really cool stuff there. I wish there was a bit more of that sometimes, like I kind of wish each mission kind of ended with like a giant set piece type of thing that you'd see in like an Indiana Jones movie. There's only been like 1 or 2 of those. But they are very cool, very well done, and the writing's fucking great, man. Machine Games really know how to make a good story, and dude, I love the villain. The villain in this game, his name's Voss. He is great. I fucking love him. He's hilarious. His he kind of has like a partner, another Nazi partner, and like their relationship is super funny. This game, the humor in this game's writing is really good. They really knocked that out of the park. And it kind of mixes into the gameplay as well, the sense of humor. And yeah, I like it.
I mean, that's always goofy, like Indy running into somebody.
Goofy Indy shit. Dude, like I'll get caught and start running away. I'll pick up a broom out of nowhere and I'll just chuck the broom at a guy's head and fucking run.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
Hilarious. You could really, you could pick up like everything. It's like you could tell Todd Howard worked on it because you could just pick up everything.
He's like, you have to pick up that broom and throw it at someone.
That's kind of where they innovate on a stealth mechanic side, is that you can pick up everything, right? And it's like you could there's always something right next to you to pick up, right? Yeah. And
distractions and stuff.
So yeah, really like it. I'm gonna beat it sometime this weekend. I think I'm like right towards the end anyway, so I might even beat it before the weekend.
Yeah, it's really, I can't wait to hear what you think about the end.
Yeah, I guess that will do it for the show then. Busy show today. We should have another busy one next week. When are we doing Game of the Year? We're gonna have to figure that out with Sims, I guess.
Yeah, to get him on here.
Yeah.
Probably within the next couple weeks, probably 2 weeks, I would say.
Okay.
Not next week, not the week after, but 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
3 weeks from Wednesday, I guess is a better way to put it.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll figure all that out. Get our Game of the Year out soon. We'll do a 2025 preview episode too soon here. So I'd imagine we're going to be having some slow news weeks, but it sounded like January is going to be a big month too, man. With something like Switch 2 is finally going to get revealed in January, and we'll get a lot of news from that. And then obviously the Xbox Developer Direct will be sometime in January as well. So January should be a big news month as well.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it for the Nerd Gods Podcast episode. What was it? 254? 254. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us available on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you'd like to say?
What's going to win our Game of the Year? Probably Concord.
Yeah, probably Concord. I think it's an easy guess. Huge Concord. I do want to buy a Concord sweatshirt, because I think it'd be hilarious.
Tucker has a water bottle. He's a big.
Does he really?
Fan. Yeah,
what a freak.
He is.
All right, everyone. I'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.